Hey everyone, my name is David Dunbar, or the theme park evangelist. So we're officially in week 3 of the coronavirus, as crazy as that is. TJ is on his laptop in the kitchen, so I guess he's not interested in being this YouTube video, which is fine. Guess I can do my own YouTube video. Anyway, now that everybody's kind of doing their own thing again, I can do another YouTube video and just kind of be by myself for now, which is kind of nice after having a crazy day at a babysitting, I guess you could say, a little girl. This is kind of nice. By the way, this cat finally came out and it just walked away from me. Wonderful. So, yeah, now you can see me a little better. I have the laptop angle, so you should be able to see me a lot better because of the light. But what I really wanted to talk to you guys about tonight was what I would like to see personally happen in the next few weeks. Not that it's going to, considering President Donald Trump doesn't basically want anything to happen. Like how should I put this? Basically, he wants everything to stay the way it is for another month, which is a lot to ask. Disney does not plan on going back to normal until June, as far as I know. And Universal, as of right now, is planning on reopening by April 19th, though there is a chance that they might stay closed for at least 2 more weeks, but we'll see what happens. I know that Central Florida is doing a lot worse. I just feel bad for him because if he has to fly home on April 15th, it means he could be potentially still out of work for at least 2 more weeks, considering he only is allowed to make up to 14 hours a week from Susan B. Anthony. So if he hopefully, how should I put this, gets unemployment by the time he gets back to Florida, then at least he'll have some kind of income to live off of for a few weeks. So I'm praying and hoping that will happen. But I would say the number one thing I'm looking forward to with this whole thing being over and done with is being able to actually go back to my own church again and being with everybody, be able to go to Bible study, being able to see everybody, just being able to see everybody in person and not over a video screen, and just being able to talk to everybody and ask everybody how's your day going, not have to worry about going over um, basically an app and doing 2 45-minute segments, and be able to stand around and talk a little bit after the Bible study is over and walk back to our cars and be able to commute to Bible study, be able to commute to church, not have to worry about the Center for Disease Control's um, basically watching our every move, being able to enjoy the fellowship of having everybody there and being able to hear everybody singing praises and worship to God. I think just me personally, that is the one thing I'm like super excited about. I would say for me, number two, even though this doesn't really pertain to me anymore, I would definitely say I'm looking forward to the theme parks being open again because of the fact that a lot of people are really sad right now. There's like no hope anymore. Um, Pretty much the only outlet for people to be happy right now is electronics, the internet, and even with the internet, you have to be really careful because of the fact that the coronavirus scare is all over the internet. So, I mean, if you looked up positive and happy things, at least that will work out to your advantage. But you do at least have movies out there, you have TV shows. My heart breaks for people like TJ who depend on the theme park industry for their employment, and my heart breaks for Central Florida in general, which pretty much is mainly tourism fed, and the fact that all these people go all the way down to Central Florida just to be able to do stuff and now they can't, and it's gotta really suck. It really has to suck really very badly. The fact that like living in Central Florida right now, there is no purpose to living in Central Florida right now. You're pretty much living your life like normal. If you have a job, that is, like if you work at a grocery store, you're basically just going to work and then going back home. You're taking all your classes online. Otherwise, what's the point of living in Central Florida? I mean, it was practically just spring break, and nobody was able to enjoy spring break like they have in the past. Like, could you imagine living a life like that where it seems like it's still a little dark in here? Maybe I should turn on another light. But could you imagine living in Central Florida and not being able to enjoy spring break like everybody's supposed to be because of the fact that the government's basically controlling our every move? It seems like we're living in a very dark world right now, and it's very discouraging. I'm gonna go turn on a light really quick, so just hang on tight. I apologize about that. My laptop dropped and it closed. I was like, what the heck? And no, that's gonna end up being YouTube. Maybe I can cover that up with like a 5 second or maybe even a 30 second sound effect, but I don't think that's gonna work because of the fact that it has to start from the very beginning. So it's like, it's just one of those things you're just gonna have to put up with. I should have muted the microphone, but no, there's gonna be a loud boom. So yeah, I apologize. I will have to put in the description for sure. Warning: loud crash around the 6 minute 30 second mark. You know how that is. I can't even imagine. But yeah, yeah. If I had thought about it, I would have put more lights in here. It's like, dang, I didn't realize it could get this dark in here that quickly. I literally turn on this lamp right here. I turn on the light over there, and I turn on this other lamp over there as well. So that should make a difference. It honestly should. But anyway, back to the whole theme park thing. The longest Walt Disney World has been closed, speaking of Walt Disney World, just in general, has been only a few days. Their resorts have never closed, ever. Universal has been the same exact way. Universal has never closed their gates for more than a few days at a time. And their resorts have never closed. City Walk has never closed. Disney Springs, I think, has only closed for a few days at a time. I know during major hurricanes, Disney has said, well, we'll shut down the bungalows at the Polynesian. We'll evacuate everybody out and we'll put them somewhere. The same thing with Fort Wilderness. But for Disney to actually shut down all their resorts, it's like, wow. I'm sure it would be harder for me to even imagine if I was down there right now, just dealing with the fact that I can't go to any theme parks because of the fact that it's closed. I think it would have hit me harder to home if I had ignored Kay and decided, well, I'm going to go down to Central Florida at the end of March because I want to go see Mickey Mouse Runaway Railway. And I was like so sure that I was going to get to Hollywood Studios, which would have been completely silly on my part. So if I had done that, then I honestly would have been much more upset knowing that I wasn't able to go to Disney, period. And basically, that would have been my one and only chance that I would have gotten to go to Walt Disney World would have been at the end of March, and basically this virus came along, and I would never have gotten to see my friends. I feel like I would have been a lot more upset in the long run, and I think the reason why I'm not taking the whole Disney being closed as hard as everybody else is because I just got to see it like literally a month ago and I ate the Crystal Palace. But it doesn't mean I don't feel for everybody else. Of course I do, especially since so many people rely on the theme parks for entertainment and for work, and so many people are used to going on a weekly basis. I mean, look at the way I used to be when I lived in Central Florida. I used to go on a regular basis, and as soon as I moved up here, that all changed for me. It's just not something I'm used to. Is being away from Walt Disney World. I mean, it's getting easier every single month, but it's just one of those things. It's going to take time, of course, when you get people that come up here from Central Florida and they tell you all about Disney, or you talk to people that are like all about Disney, and I'm just telling you how they're dealing with Walt Disney World being closed. I mean, I definitely try to sympathize with them. It's like, yeah, it's one of those things. I mean, the only thing that I've been really just trying to focus on just over the past few weeks is just praying and hoping that the theme park, well, not the theme park, sorry, the grocery store industry will just get easier to work at for sure. And also, I'm definitely hoping and praying that stuff that I used to be able to do up here, literally until about a few weeks ago, will go back to normal, and I'll actually be able to go to the mall again. We'll be able to eat out for my mom's birthday, and we won't have to order carry out and bring it here like we did in the past. I'm also praying and hoping I'll actually be able to go to the movie theaters again, and that I basically won't be stuck coming home all the time and watching movies. Basically, that's the only way to watch movies right now. I'm praying and hoping that I won't have to be afraid to actually leave the house and wonder if, a cop is going to pull me over or not. And I'm also praying and hoping that this Easter sunrise service is going to happen at the Ark Encounter. This will be the very first Easter I would have ever celebrated at home. I mean, obviously, I have celebrate Easter elsewhere besides church, and that was at Star Celebration. But every year, I've always done something special for Easter. I've helped out at Bach Tower, and I've gone to church, or I've helped out at Bach Tower, and I've gone to Star Celebration. But for the first time in my whole life, in the 26 years I've lived on this earth, I might be waking up Easter Sunday and staying home all day long and not being able to go to church, and basically just attending church right here in my own family room. And it's just not something I usually think about. It's like, who normally would ever think to themselves at the turn of a year, I'm going to attend church right here from my own house this year because the wicked virus is going to come through and basically put a damper on everything. And it's going to ruin the entire year. It's like, and I know a lot of us are like ready to be done with 2020. I'm with everybody on that one. When can we just, move forward into 2021? Come on, the Olympics just got postponed to next year. Like, there was another ray of sunshine that we had to look forward to, and now it's gone. All the movies that are supposed to come out the first half of the year, now they're being moved to the end of the year. It's like, what's the point of celebrating or like living this year? I mean, obviously God has a reason for it, but I certainly don't understand. All I can tell you guys is just keep taking it day by day. Do your best to social distance. I know it sucks. I know I hate it, how much we all hate it. I hate it. Only go to the grocery store if you absolutely have to. Try to order through a carry out or have it food delivered to your house as much as possible. Try to only get drive through if you're on your way home from work, or if you're in an absolute hurry and you don't really have time to stop at like McDonald's or I mean, don't, how should I put this? If you don't have time to make food at the house, that is, don't try to make unnecessary stops at McDonald's or Wendy's, obviously, unless you absolutely don't have time. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you guys this is what I think is best. And I know this is what everybody's saying right now, even. And most importantly, try to practice good hygiene and good sanitation skills at all times. And I mean, what else can I say? So I will see you guys in the next vlog. And always remember, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Have a great night. Peace out.